This is an urgent appeal from the Disasters Emergency Committee. Hundreds of thousands of people have fled their homes to escape conflict in Ukraine, leaving jobs, belongings and loved ones behind. They need shelter, food and water. You can help. To donate online, search DEC or text radio to 70150 to give £10. Thank you.
Streaming 24/7, this is Brum Radio.
Thank you for downloading this Brum Radio podcast. For more podcasts, visit brumradio.com.
I'm Dave Massey. I'm joined online by Billy Roberts, who's playing Mr Maddens in Nativity the Musical, which is at the Rep, Birmingham Rep, from the 19th of November until the 7th of January. Good afternoon, how are you doing?
I'm good, Dave. How are you?
I'm really well today. I'm recording. The sounds are a little bit different. I'm recording at home, and Billy, you're recording. We can see each other on the video call. You're recording from the theatre itself.
Yes, I'm currently sat in my dressing room, and I'd like to apologise to any listeners because I've got a little bit of a cold at the moment. So if you hear me sniffing or anything, it's just that. But I'm good to go for Saturday. Don't worry.
How long have you been based in the Rep for?
So we started rehearsals on the 17th of October. Me and Ben, who play Mr Poppy, we came down the week before to do the photo shoot, and then we did a day with the kids. So obviously, me and him do so much work with the children. Debbie felt it would be a good idea, and it was really, really helpful. And then we came back the following Monday to properly start. So I think it's about 5 weeks, and we started teching Friday just gone.
And Debbie's she's the writer, she's the director, she's the composer.
Yes, she's a genius. That's what she is.
Had you met her before this production?
Yeah, so I did Nativity in 2019. So we did a UK tour, and then we was in London for about 3 weeks. So I was in the ensemble and I covered Mr Maddens. So then when this opportunity came up, I couldn't turn it down, not to play the part. When
you were getting to London last time, the people were getting more and more famous that were in the production, weren't they?
It was like one of those things where you come into rehearsals and you're just like, who's going to be there today? So we had Danny Dyer Jr., who did the whole tour with us, and she played the Hollywood producer. And she's like the nicest, such a diamond. And then when we came to London, her dad joined. Rylan played the critic. And then we had Sharon Osbourne.
Amazing.
And it was one of them things, you'd come in the stage door every day just being like, as if I'm just walking past Sharon Osbourne's work.
Brilliant. That's just completely mad just to have that. And obviously we've got huge connections in Birmingham to the Osbournes anyway.
Yeah.
Ozzy came to crash our Commonwealth Games at the end of the summer. It's one of those things where you've got those connections coming to the city. Did you know much about Nativity itself? Had you seen the film of it before?
Yeah, so I'd obviously watched the film like everybody else every Christmas time. And then I saw the show in London in 2017. One of my best friends was working backstage on the show, and so I went to watch it, and I just fell in love with it. I couldn't actually quite believe what they were getting these children to do on stage. And then luckily, 2 years later, I was available to audition for the show.
That's brilliant. I saw the world premiere of this. I was really lucky to see the world premiere at the Rep in 2017. Yeah. And it was fantastic. And the kids in the audience were really excited to be there. And the thing was, it was like October half term. And we were all in Christmas jumpers, which was just the weirdest thing to be, because it was because it was early in the world premiere. It was in the city during that time, before going off to a few venues at that point as well.
Yeah.
I think that it's a wonderful show, and I really love the heart of the show that's in it as well, and the fact that it's got all it's set in Coventry, for those that don't particularly know that it's set in Coventry, and there are real elements that feature Coventry in the story as well. And I've got Coventry connections from my family history, and just seeing Coventry featured in anything is just amazing to me, because I always think that Birmingham gets neglected in things, but Coventry is neglected even more than that. So I think there's a real opportunity there for people as well.
Yeah, well, it really came obviously from Debbie, She's from Coventry, and it was from going to watch the school nativity that she was like, there's a great idea here for a show. or for a film at the start. But yeah, I completely understand what you're saying.
How much do you love Christmas then?
I do love Christmas. I feel like I've become a bit bar humbug the older I've got, but then I've got an extremely close family, me, my sister, and my mum and dad, and my sister's got 3 kids. And since they came into our lives, Christmas has become special again.
Yeah.
So Christmas Day, us together, I do love it. But when you are listening to Christmas songs at the end of October, start of November, when it gets to the Christmas week, you are like, I've listened to this song 350 times already.
I worked in retail for 20 years. And
oh, right, I can imagine.
We had that. But Boxing Day came, no Christmas songs. We would get to Boxing Day and it would all be sales, and the Christmas would have all gone in the Christmas all boxed up for the following year as well. I do think this is a real passionate Christmas, like a gift to Christmas, and it's a bit of a romantic comedy. There's,
for sure.
Very family friendly production as well, which is just wonderful to see. There's a lot of productions have some colourful language in. And so for me, I was really thrilled to come and see this. What's your favourite bit of this show to either be involved with or watch from the side or to see or reflect on?
So there's 2 bits. One bit I'm not going to tell anybody because they can wait until they watch the show. But it's at the end of the show. There's just a special moment that involves the audience. And I remember the first time it happened when I first joined the show. We opened in Wolverhampton and my whole body took over in goosebumps. I couldn't control it. It was just one of the most beautiful moments I've ever witnessed. So I'm looking forward to everybody witnessing that. And another one that I will talk about, because you would have seen it in the film, is the kids' auditions, where me and Mr Poppy are sat on stage and we're doing the kids' auditions. When they come on and some of the stuff they do, it is just hilarious. And you find yourself on stage corpsing or trying not to laugh, because obviously the kids, some of them have never ever been on a stage before, so they're just bringing themselves. They're not coming on going, I'm an actor. They're coming on going, hiya, I'm blah blah blah. And some of the stuff they come out with, which is, I find more exciting as well.
I think that's wonderful, and I can't wait to send Eleanor used to be the producer and co-presenter on this show. She's coming to see this. She asked for, as I said to you before, she asked for tickets for this in June. And I messaged her with details of the opening night last night, and she sent messages back saying she was so excited to come and see this that she couldn't wait to come and see it on the stage. I don't think she'd seen it before. And how does it feel to be in one venue for the duration of this show versus going on a tour?
Yeah, I mean, I've loved touring. I've toured for years now, and obviously the last time I did Nativity, I toured. But there's something really comforting about staying in the same venue. And this venue as well, for anyone who's not been here. I'd actually never ever been here before. I'd only rehearsed in the room upstairs. I'd never ever been in the auditorium. And I walked in, I just couldn't believe it. It's just stunning. So the fact that I get to perform in there for 6 weeks, I'm so excited about.
And it's the seating, for those that don't know, it's one sweeping set of seats. So you just, instead of having levels in the theatre, you've just got this one, and you can see everybody.
That was one thing that terrified me. We started tech, and I said to Debbie later that day, I said, you can see every single seat. So you will be able to see faces. So even if I've got friends in that are 10 rows up, I'll be able to see their faces.
I've been sat on one end of a row or another end of the row, and I've had a brilliant view of the stage wherever I'm sat, and that's one of the. I think it was a pretty modern design theatre. I think it was designed in for the 70s. Yeah. And as a result of that, you get that real. It's real encompassing feeling that everybody can see the show. And for some shows that I've been to, the stage came right out into the audience, and then the almost touching the feet of the first row, which is brilliant to see. So I love seeing how the space is interpreted for different shows as well. And just having this return to Birmingham, it's a big deal for Birmingham to have a show like this come back. And we don't necessarily have Christmas productions other than the Hippodrome one. We tend to have other types of productions, and this is an unconventional Christmas show. It's not a panto to be in, and it's
No,
telling us.
that's one thing to always remember, that it isn't a panto. It's just, and the show, it's a mammoth show. But yeah, and again, for me, I can't believe my luck. The part of Paul Maddens, the journey he goes through the entire show. As an actor, you get to cover everything. It's just amazing. So I just can't wait for everybody to come see it.
Thank you so much, Billy, for taking the time to chat to us about this today. And you can see Nativity the Musical at the Rep from the 19th of November until the 7th of January 2023. It's at birminghamrep.co.uk. Check out the What's On. It's literally out the top of the page, and it's been at the top of the page for most of the year. So you could buy tickets to there. There's still some tickets available. Should you get a chance to book tickets, go and do that straight away. Thank you so much, Billy.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you for downloading this Brum Radio podcast. For more podcasts, visit brumradio.com.